today we're going to learn about some Nurgles Rot. Bellows echo across a dying city. Corpses line muddy streets, while green fog creeps between ruined buildings. In the nighttime world of Warhammer fantasy, war is everywhere. Kingdoms burn, armies clash, daemons walk among mortals. But among all the horrors in this world, few things inspire more fear than disease. Because disease in Warhammer is not natural. It has a god, and his name is Nurgle. To the followers of chaos, Nurgle is the lord of decay, the master of plague, despair, corruption, and rot. Where he walks, crops die, rivers turn black, and entire nations collapse beneath his unstoppable sickness. But among all his creations, one disease stands above the rest: Nurgles Rot. What exactly is Nurgles Rot? Nurgles Rot is not simply a plague. It is a supernatural curse, a disease infused with chaos itself. Unlike normal illness, it does not obey natural laws. Victims do not simply weaken and die. Instead, the disease slowly transforms them, flesh mutating, skin bubbling, and flies swarming. Oof, that sounds gross. Skin turns green and black. Teeth loosen and fall out. The body bloats with infection. Open wounds never heal. Maggots hatch beneath the skin. Oh god. Gross. And somehow the victims often survive far longer than should be possible. The infected become walking corpse long before death finally claims them. The true horror, the mind. But the true horror of the Nurgles Rot is not physical. It attacks the mind and soul. At first the victims feel fear, then hopelessness, then exhaustion. Eventually something changes. The pain fades, the despair disappears, and many victims begin to accept the disease. This is Nurgle's greatest weapon. He does not conquer through rage or temptation. He makes people surrender. To understand Nurgles Rot, you must understand Nurgle himself. Nurgle is one of those four chaos gods, vast entities, from mortal emotion and suffering. Khorne feeds on rage and war. Tzeentch feeds on ambition and change. Slaanesh feeds on excess and desire. Nurgle feeds on despair. But unlike the others, Nurgle presents himself as strangely loving. His followers call him Grandfather Nurgle. To his worshippers, disease is not punishment, it's freedom from fear. That twisted affection is what makes him so horrifying. Nurgle's rot spreads through touch, blood, air, and corruption. One infected traveler can doom an entire city. A single contaminated well can wipe out thousands. In the Empire, outbreaks have caused riots, witch hunts, and total social collapses. Priests burn the infected alive. Entire villages are sealed and abandoned. And still, the plague spreads. For most victims, Nurgles Rot ends in death. But for some, death is only the beginning. Those completely consumed by the disease may rise again as Plaguebearers, demonic servants of Nurgle. These creatures were once mortal. Now they wander eternally through Nurgle's garden, spreading plague across worlds. Every cough, every wound, every touch carries corruption. The other chaos gods promise power, glory, or pleasure. Nurgle offers exceptions. To starving peasants, the dying soldier, or the plague victim abandoned by society, Nurgle whispers a terrible promise. You no longer need to suffer. You no longer need to fear death. Just let go. And many do. The most terrifying outbreaks. Across Warhammer fantasy history, entire regions have been consumed by Nurgle's disease. Some outbreaks were so severe that armies refused to enter infected territories. Cities became graveyards. Rivers clogged with corpses. The air itself became poison. And when survivors finally emerged, they were often no longer human. In the Warhammer fantasy, monsters can be fought, armies can be defeated, kingdoms can be rebuilt, but plague is patient. It waits in the dark, it's in the blood, it's in the water. And somewhere beyond reality, Grandfather Nurgle smiles, because in the end, all things decay. Thank you for watching, have a great day.